This is not your typical bikepacking setup, and I'm gonna tell you why. I just came back from a 2,000 kilometers bikepacking trip through the Patagonia in Chile, and I had the chance to test the new Tailfin Speedpack, a more minimalistic option to their lineup of bags, and also the new bar bag system. But how does it compare to, for example, the Cargopack? I have this one that has the option for the panniers, so you can also mount some panniers on the side. I took the Speedpack, and Garion took the Cargopack with the panniers, so you can see the differences. You've probably seen the Cargopack in my previous videos, like the Tuscany Trail. I tested there and I love it because it's similar to the Aeropack, but it adds extra capacity with these two pockets at the top. Perfect if you want to store away things that you want easy access to, like jackets, food, or maybe in my case, my camera gear. It was super good. If you wanna see the full review of this pack, make sure to check the video above. But the new Speedpack is more minimalistic. It has a capacity of 13 liters, 10 in the bag itself, and then it has the mesh at the top that adds another 3 liters of capacity. I feel this one is more oriented for someone who wants to travel light, or maybe even for ultra racing, because for example here you can easily fit your tracker. I find quite difficult during races to find a good place where to place my tracker, because you need it to be a bit exposed so it catches the signal, so they really thought about it. And here at the top you can easily store things like your rain jacket and also food, which is really nice. Also, there are some changes in the hardware. For example, the Speedpack right now you can only purchase it as an integrated system with the rack, but for example the Cargopack you can have it fixed to the rack or as removable, so have the rack separated from the bag. They added adjustability in the hardware with a new attachment system, FitLink, that gives you a bit more flexibility to use, for example, if you're running it with a mountain bike setup, so you can have more adjustability. And they have different lengths for the arm here, and you can easily angle it. In terms of weight, of course, the Speedpack is lighter than the Cargopack. Also depends on the hardware. For example, the Cargopack, you can make it lighter because I have the option that has the mounts for the pannier, but this one is still lighter. So as they say, travel light. Another change is the closing system. We can see that this one has this roll top closing system, so a bit more like your traditional saddleback. So you can close it, rolling it at the top and then attaching it to the straps on each side. And also if you are on a rush, you can also roll it up just with these two straps at the top. And if you want, you can remove the side straps because they can be detached and adjusted. This is something I really like from Tailfin. Every detail is really well thought. The FitLink system made it really easy to adjust and attach to my bike. I find the longest arm works better if you have a small size bike like mine, size XS. It's really good because it's a bit more backwards, so it gives you a bit more space in between. This is really cool. Particularly with the Speedpack, I like to use their packing cube here because you can just pack it outside the bag and then just fit it in the Speedpack, make it really easy. But the perch valve helps you to squeeze everything in properly and close it. It's slightly different from the Cargopack. We can see the Cargopack has this strap at the top that you can use to close it. So it actually keeps the two pockets very stable to close it up, and you roll it instead of at the back, you roll it from the top and close it down, and you use the strap to secure everything and also keep everything in the pockets nice and secure. I love the Tailfin packs because they are super stable because of the Tailfin system and super good quality and really waterproof. I mean, it rained a lot during some of the days, so that's something that you can rest assured is waterproof. I use actually the new UDH adapter to mount it to my bike. I use a SRAM transmission, so now they have a UDH adapter that you can use to fit the through axle and use the Tailfin system. Additionally, you can add extra accessories to carry, for example, extra water bottles, or here a light mount to mount your rear lights to the Tailfin. I really like that they have all these additional accessories, so make it very flexible, definitely a whole system. In terms of ride feel, they are super stable like all the Tailfin racks I tried, but I love the flexibility with the mesh pocket at the top that makes it easy to store everything. And I must say that it's really good to have the stability of the rack to mount, for example, also on top things like my sleeping pad. I never been a big fan of bar bags because normally you have to fiddle with straps and also they tend to rather loose, and the biggest problem for me is how do I mount my lights and my camera when I have a bar bag interfering with it. Good to carry everything, the bar bag system and the Tailfin. But Tailfin managed to find a solution because they have a really smart system to attach the bar bag to your bike. It doesn't use straps, it actually uses this X-clamp system. It's two parts, you have the bar bag and then a mount that attaches to your handlebar. So this is similar to, for example, what they use for the pannier system, and makes it really easy to put it in and also take it out, so you don't have to fiddle with straps every time you want to access your bar bag. And also the system that they use to close it on the side is very adjustable and secure. I had in the past that I had some straps here and it just like opened during my ride and everything flew away, so no problem with that. This one is very secure and it gives you a lot of adjustability. They have different options. So this is the drop bar option, but they also have a flat bar option with different capacities. I have a 38mm handlebar, so quite narrow, so I went for the smallest size. This is the 9.1 liters and it fits a lot. I managed to fit my whole sleeping system in here. My sleeping bag, sleeping pad, pillow, jacket, and also my sheet for my sleeping bag is great. And it has additional capacity here with the mesh pockets. So normally things that I want to have accessible like snacks, camera gear, and it has a pocket here with a zipper to store items you want to keep secure, let's say like your wallet. But my favorite part is that with the clamp system that attaches to your handlebar, you can add accessories that allows you to mount your light through a GoPro system. So I use the GoPro mount for my Insta360 camera, and then I managed to mount my Supernova light and also have another mount for things like the Insta360 remote. So I can fit everything and I don't have to think about how am I gonna mount my camera and my light if I have a handlebar bag. So that's genius. I think it solves my main issues with handlebar bags. The back is waterproof, so really important, especially if you store there your sleeping system, and it's really easy to pack because, yeah, as I mentioned, you can easily put it on and take it off, and it has this purge valve here that makes it really easy to compress everything. And the good thing, because it mounted with this clamp, is very adjustable, so you can mount it. For example, if you use bikes with suspension fork, you can adjust the angle to make sure you have enough clearance. And the good thing, especially with my bike, is that as it's a bit forward, because it doesn't attach to the handlebar directly, it leaves space between the back and my bike, so I can still access the USB-C port of my headset that is connected to my power bank in my Roseback Road compartment, so I can still charge my devices, and it doesn't start rubbing my frame, so maybe damaging the paint job. So this is really good, so I don't have to worry about putting any frame protector or anything, and it's super stable. This is my bikepacking setup for Patagonia. What's inside the bags? You can find all the information about my gear and bike in the links in the description, and don't forget to subscribe. Well, we have a foldable backpack, a sleeping mat to isolate, lightweight air mattress, sleeping pad. This is from Sea to Summit. Then a Sea to Summit sleeping bag down. Then a Egyptian cotton liner for the sleeping bag. A winter jacket, down one. Inflatable sleeping pillow. That's a luxury item. The Tailfin bar bag system. Big Agnes tent. Rain jacket. Rain pants from Albion. These ones are super good. 2 pairs of bib shorts. Emergency blanket. And Silka wipes. Some shoes, headlamp for the camp. Then we have the top tube bag, the electric pump from Silka, the small one. Then some Silka TPU tubes. This one work with an electric pump. Then my toiletry bag, repair kit, some socks, some t-shirts and jerseys, gilet pants, all the clothes that I fit on the Tailfin packing cube that you can put inside the Speedpack, and you can take it out easily, so it makes packing easier. Then I have a titanium mug, a spork. This one I got from Transiberica. Tripod for the camera, I'm using it now. Frame back. And I used to carry the things in the Tailfin Speedpack. This is one of my best bikepacking setups because it's super lightweight but versatile, and you are fully self-supported. You can use it for bikepacking or even for ultra racing, and it's very stable. That's why it's not your typical bikepacking setup. So I'm using the new Rose bike back road unsupported that has an integrated dynamo hub and an integrated light system front and rear from Supernova, because you don't have much possibility for charging devices, and it also has an integrated power bank, and here a USB-C port in the headset that I can use to charge my devices, because sometimes you have 200k with nothing around. I also have my tools in the integrated compartment, the frame back and top tube back. I have the Tailfin Speedpack, so testing it, and also the bar bag system, which I'm already a fan. It's amazing. You can carry so many things. I have all my sleeping system here at the front, so sleeping bag, sleeping pad, and then it comes with accessories that you can use to mount your cameras, like here the Insta360. I have my sunscreen, shoes, spork, banana, of course. And then, yeah, the bike has tire clearance for big rubber, so I'm running 50mm tires, Schwalbe, and then I have a SRAM Force with UDH derailleur, so that's kind of cool. I have 1046 at the back and 40 at the front, so hopefully enough gears, because the Carretera Austral starts like on paved roads and then turns into gravel and towards Argentina even more, so it's gonna be wild. And yeah, then I have my Quok sandals, Quok shoes, sleeping pad, titanium mag, and Garmin computer, and that's it. So for this trip, especially if you cycle the Carretera Austral or even go beyond like us, it's suggested not a road bike, but a gravel bike at least, or a mountain bike. But I think a gravel bike is a good combination, because you can also go faster in the paved stretch, like today's been all paved until Orny Pen. So waiting for the ferry. Stay tuned to see what happens on the trip. But let me know, what do you think about the Speedpack and the bar bag system? Will you use it? Leave your comments below, and remember, you can find all the information and exclusive discounts in the links in the description, and don't forget to subscribe so we reach the 50,000 subscribers. Until the next adventure.